Aloha and welcome to part 3 of application design using Meteor. As you can see from looking at the learning outcomes for this module, we're bringing together in this module quite a few fundamental concepts that we've been working on all semester. Of course, we're going to continue to learn about design using the Meteor framework. And you're gonna build this little application called Digits over the course of this week. Real simple little CRUD application, but I think it's going to help you start to feel more confident actually building whatever you want to build with Meteor versus just following along these little tutorial things. Of course, you're going to get better and better with JavaScript, because how can you not when you're using Meteor? But we're also going to start focusing a little bit more on configuration management. In particular, starting this week, I'm really focusing on the creation of branches and then the merging of branches back into the master branch once you've completed an increment of functionality. And we're going to return to this starting next week when we start looking at project management in more detail. That this is really a key way for a group of people to work together without stepping on each other's toes. When you go off to do some little task, you're going to create a branch off a master to do your work in, which effectively isolates you from the rest of your group. They're creating branches to do all their stuff, and then as people finish, they merge their enhancements back into the master. So the master is kind of always, a functional version of your system, and then people are experimenting off in the branches. So we're going to practice that a couple times this week so that you can get it down. It's super simple, it's not rocket science or anything, but you just want to be comfortable doing it. And then of course we'll continue our work on high quality technical essays. There's this really great screencast called Design and Implementation of the Meteor Platform. It was a Berkeley, I don't know, web apps or systems course, I don't know, but the guy, this Matt DeBergalis, who is one of the original implementers of Meteor, came in and just did this really great lecture about how Meteor works. So definitely, I'm not going to test you on this stuff, but listen to this. I think you'll find it fascinating to see, kind of some of the decisions that they made. You'll also want to look at this AutoForm example application that I built that shows you how to use this package called AutoForm, which makes the creation of forms in Meteor pretty simple. And once you understand how AutoForm works, you don't want to use anything else when you're manipulating forms, because it just reduces the amount of code that you have to write by a tremendous amount. There's another little, if this isn't good enough for you, then you can look at this AutoForm tutorial. And then, as I said before, merging branches back into master is really important. I made a 4-minute screencast just to step through how that looks. The experiences, we have a 3-part 3 experiences, all 20-30 minutes each, that have you build this CRUD application, in basically an hour. You can build your, from scratch, basically an application, of course, starting with our Meteor application template, and then we'll have a technical essay. Real important to make sure that you are, I want to emphasize this, that you have done all of these: Discover Meteor, Meteor Bootstrap Browser History, and the polling, all those different kind of, step-by-step tutorials, okay? Make sure the Meteor polling app, etc., make sure you've done all those, okay? Word to the wise, there's a lot of useful code that is going to, you really want to be integrating together all of these different ways that you've seen Meteor applications built, so that you kind of understand the conceptual foundations. That's what I'm expecting to have happened by the end of this week. If all goes according to plan, you'll kind of groke Meteor. And then once you groke it, then you can be off to the races, and when things don't work, you can fix it quickly and keep going. At least that's what I'm hoping. So have a great time with this module. Enjoy building web apps. Oh, we'll also deploy to Meteor.com this week. That's like a one-liner, so there's nothing to teach. You just type the line, and have fun.